What's good, YouTube? We back with another video. It seems like something's going wrong with Cenat, bro. Like, man, he at the streamer awards, he did announce how he going through a lot of mental shit, man. I feel bad for Kai, bro. He a young nigga, but he's still going through a lot of mental shit. Just because he got money, just because he's money and famous, bro, that doesn't mean I'm at my camera fucking up. Sorry, y'all. Just because he got money and shit, that doesn't mean he don't have like feelings and all, you know. But so, what we gonna do? We gonna get back on this shit. We gonna listen to some Kai. That's Kai. I'm drunk. I'm gonna keep faded. Get some weed, roll up the smoke.
Laptop right now, and I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes.
What kind of laptop
is my
camera
birthday,
is this?
So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of.
Over the past couple of years, Cenat has done something that has ultimately been a dream for a lot of content creators over the internet. He's risen from being that kid in his room talking to a camera, making skits with his friends, all the way up to being a household name and a staple in culture around the world. He's tackled everything from his childhood dreams, from making skits with Kevin Hart to hanging out with LeBron James. He then goes on to break Twitch, and then he disappears. No more streams, no more posts, no more chaos. And this new Cenat, one that I can say that I honestly like, should scare you more than anything he's ever done before. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. Now, back into the video. Although met with massive amounts of criticisms, Cenat's Mafiathon 3 literally broke the internet. Never before seen guests, stunts, records. I mean, it was the penultimate of streaming events, something that will never be replicated again. But then, after Mafiathon ends, he disappears. No streams since October of 2025. That's 3 months of a break. No YouTube uploads besides the collaborations with AMP. No social media posts besides, small segments where we're seen with his girlfriend Gigi as he travels across the world. The longest break that he's taken from streaming has been the 2 weeks.
Like, bro, people need that break. I mean, my brother did it. He was in the NFL. I mean, there was times he just wanted to be away, bro. Because people get tired. They get tired of somebody always in their face.
Weeks after Mafiathon 2. So for someone who's built a career off of consistency and chaos, this full stop was alarming to a lot of people. The next time we will see Cenat is at the 2025 Streamer Awards. And this time it's a little bit different. No more bust down Rolly avalanche, no more iconic dreadlocks, no more chaos, no more screaming. This time he got candid. When he went on stage to accept an award, he even opened up about him and his mental health struggles.
I hope a lot of creators in here and everybody at home and the viewers and the streamers really take care of your mental health. I just noticed that recently I just been going through things in my head.
Type shit.
And I was able to, turn to like anime, Death Note, Naruto, recently since I've been gone. And I just been able to, find happiness.
Anime is always a savior, bro. People, damn. People don't understand how much anime saves people.
Within that.
Now, I noticed something about Kai when I noticed that acceptance speech. And it's something that trickled into his latest Twitter post, the one where he celebrated his birthday, talking about the things that he's been going through, the things that he's been changing in his life. It's the fact that he slowed down. I think that's the first thing that stuck out to me. There's no more off the wallness, no more jumping up and down, no more screaming. He didn't bring anybody else up on stage with him to do this acceptance speech. It was just him and his cool, calm, collected, new demeanor, I would say. The next thing that I noticed is that he was very articulate. And this also tracked into his video that he posted on Twitter. At that point, I definitely knew that this was a change from the old Kai.
I'm the baddest bitch that you have ever seen in your life. I can take a nigga like this, but guess what, bitch? I got something to tell you. Little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes.
It's just Chewy. Thanks for the 50 gifted.
Nigga 5'2".
Open matters.
think oftentimes during that entertainment art, while you can make a lot of people happy, you can make a lot of people satisfied, you can touch a bunch of heights with smiles and giggles and all these other things like that, you often lose yourself. I have a side tangent about how streaming has harmed a lot of the creative efforts with a lot of people. You can't like sit back, take time, reflect, you know, put pen to paper and come up with ideas that you would once have. And especially because Kai originates from the era of YouTube where he was putting out full thought out videos. Like you can see in the old YouTube eras where he started a daycare or he had his own petting zoo, you know, really thought out endeavors that showed his acting skills, the creativity that he had. And ultimately for the time, it was pretty innovative. But the nature of the beast of Twitch streaming and this new fast-paced era when it comes to content creation is that everything is going at 1,000 miles per hour. You don't get to sit down and reflect on the content. You don't get to spend too much time with your friends and family, especially when you're doing these marathon streams, and you're doing whatever for whatever gets you the most amount of money. But after years of living that fast-paced lifestyle, Kai Cenat seems to be more conscious, more aware, more reflexive of what's going on around him. And I can even notice that with his ending speech from Mafiathon 3.
I didn't know where 2025 was going to take me, coming up for so many things. I talked about this for y'all a lot. And y'all know, true core Mafia, y'all know a lot of the stuff that go on. And I just want to say I love y'all so much for supporting me throughout my years. MGM over everything. Let me get an MGM over everything right now, y'all. It's been an amazing month. And I want y'all to be able to really take care of yourselves, chat. Genuinely work on that goal, work on whatever you want to do, because you can achieve it. I love you guys so much. Work on your health, work on your friendships, work on your relationships, work on you, and get a closer connection with God, because God is amazing. Without Jesus Christ, nothing is possible. Always remember that.
Now this seemed to usher in a new age of Kai.
Hey, Kai lying. It's always God, bro. Kai lying.
One where he's maturing more. One where he is addressing some things that potentially he was self-conscious about and working on his growth and development as a person. He acknowledged on his Instagram that he had been speaking better simply due to the fact that he had been reading more. Something that I know for a fact will help in his pursuit of acting. Another big thing that he addressed was his struggles with mental health.
I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health. And honestly, it's been getting better. It has, but out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create. And I don't know if I'm getting mature or I'm just looking things at a broad point of view, but I am so passionate about creating in general. And I'm excited to show you guys what's going on.
I think oftentimes, while it is easy for us to forget because they make so much money, they have fame, popularity, notoriety, etc., is that these content creators are human. Sure, they might not deal with the same everyday struggle that you and I deal with. We're unemployed, milk is up, gas is up, eggs is up, but they still deal with a plethora of issues. And when I think about all the issues that Kai Cenat has had to face this year, it is easy to see how his mental health can be afflicted. Now, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but we've pretty much covered them every step of the way. The beef with Aiden Ross and the Twitter comms, all the allegations of him supporting things like Israel, the chaotic nature of his friends and who he's aligned himself with. Him being one of the biggest creators in the world means that his name and his face on a title and thumbnail means that your video can have ultimate success. So with that being said, the drama pages have picked up on any little thing he's done and critiqued it to death, you know, only for their monetary gain, but not factoring in how this could affect him. The clip pages, him building the school, all the people that rely on him to show up on a daily basis, etc., etc. Mind you, he just turned 24 years old. Yeah, all those things can weigh on you, especially when you're having to be on camera every single day. Hell, even when he tries to do something positive, be a little bit more candid, show some growth, and people in the community try to give him any praises, they still get criticism for it.
Maybe I'm not rich enough to understand why Kai Cenat is struggling with his mental health. Maybe I'm just...
It's not always money, bro. Why do y'all think money fixes everything? It really does not. Y'all be like, oh, if I have money, I will have no more problems. Yeah, you will. You're still going to have problems. Nothing's going to go away. Like, what? I hate that shit.
Not in the same echelon as him.
That shit
and I don't
pissed
get
me off,
how
bro.
A multi-millionaire
I'm drunk. That shit
gets
just
money
pissed me
from
off,
his
bro.
fans off of subscribers who just made $5 million off of Mafiathon 3 is struggling with mental health. Maybe I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Or maybe this motherfucker is looking for sympathy for y'all. He hopped on this app and told us he's been struggling to achieve these goals he wants to achieve. All he wants to do is create and just keep creating. Nigga, you didn't create that school yet. You took all this money from all these people and you didn't even make the fucking school. All y'all motherfuckers supporting this kid, bro. You have
This nigga a hater, bro.
Kai triggers people, and I don't know what it is. Like, the chat troll me if I glaze that, they'll just say D1. But there'll be think pieces about me and Kai if I glaze this nigga Kai. Why? Why is it Kai though? Like, I can see the difference when I glaze Kai and if I glaze another one of the homies. For some reason, when I talk good about Kai, something behind it, gang.
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, y'all are hating on him when he's expressing himself, man. Like, everyone in this chat has been in their own head, and that's a fact. It's always girls support girls. Yo, why don't men ever support other men and their mental health? I don't understand that shit.
Into that
type shit.
looking things
Never
at a
understood
broad
that.
point
I
of
never understood that shit. Like, you have a content creator who's not like selling himself short, right? He's creating content. He's not just taking brand deals and saying fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make money. Like, he's talking about creating content and he's helped people. I really never understood the hate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I look up to him a lot with content creation, and honestly, that's how I talk about this all the time. But that's how I did the Elden Ring shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what y'all doing, gang? Why does she got? See, this is what blow me with Twitter. Like, we can see some shit. This is why Twitter's different. Hate has always been there. Hate's always been there. Why the fuck this shit got 47,000?
But through all the criticism, through all the commentary, through all the negative, Cenat has still found a way to grow as a man. He still found a way to zig when everybody told him to zag. He still found a way to go positive when everybody's preaching and pushing negative. And I already know how this video is gonna go from a comment section, from a select group of people, but I can honestly say that it is very refreshing that we can have a creator be this candid and grow like this, and it be shown and praised and celebrated by a selection of his peers.
After the Mafia-thon, this is the least I've ever seen Kai, right? And I'm gonna be honest, Kai is so.
I feel like he just need a break. That's all it is.
He's a totally different person. Like, when Kai came inside, and when he came inside the award, he's posed, he's calm. He just it's like he got tunnel vision. You feel what I'm saying? He has a goal. He's working on clothes, and he's blocking out all the noise. You feel what I'm saying? But Kai was just so happy to see his friends again. He was so happy to see all the other creators again. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was coming to have a good time. You feel what I'm saying? And he has grown so much. So Kai, he could have took the mic. Kai, he could have responded. He could have said a joke about it. He could have went back and forth. He ain't do none of that. You feel me? Everything that she said, she only was able to get one reaction out of him. She only was able to get one reaction out of this man, and it was this face right here. Like, I'm super proud of Kai. We had a long ass talk yesterday and right after awards.
I think one of the problems with the internet is being highlighted in the reception of this latest Cenat video. The internet freezes people in time. And what I mean by that is they don't really give you the opportunity to change and grow. Now, I get it from some perspectives. If you are saying anything that is racist, homophobic, transphobic, all that stuff like that, it is very easy for somebody to say, you know what, this is who you always are. But very rarely have we ever seen creators go on a different path or different arc where they are allowed to just mature, where they're allowed to put down some of the things that got them to this level, the immature antics, the loudness, the chaos, the jokes, etc., because people always want to put them in this box and it's hard to get them out of it. And the reality is that growth ultimately harms the algorithm. It breaks it. Kai going from somebody who is immature, loud, aggressive, up and down, etc., to somebody who is more calm, more focused, more stable, doesn't do good for the blog pages. It doesn't do good for the commentary channel. It doesn't do good for the clip farmers. It doesn't do good for these clip pages that take everything out of context. It means that they can't get their negative clickbaity thumbnails, titles, clips and stuff that are taken out of context out. But it's interesting because they still poke and prod and poke and prod and poke and prod until that creator blows up, crashes out, etc. And then once they're in jail, hospitalized, or, you know, taking a break from the internet, all of a sudden it becomes, oh my gosh, thoughts and prayers, etc. We say that mental health matters, but it only matters when a creator slows down and is not visible as much. You know, Agent said something very powerful and interesting about communities and the way that internets can infiltrate and poison them in relation to like how it can affect the creator.
Like, I see how toxic shit gets on the internet, but I just want our shit to be, I don't ever want what we have to go there, bro. Cause it's like, it's so easy for it to go there. It's so easy to you know, let your ego pick a problem with people and stuff like that. Look, I've been making content since I was 12. I love doing this shit, okay? Doesn't matter what forum, whether it's fucking Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, we're everywhere, bro. Feel me? I have been making content on the internet for longer than I haven't been making content. It's literally like in my DNA at this point. It feels weird to not do it. You get what I'm saying? So, but I see how shit is trending and I don't like it, bro. I don't like it because I don't want to be part of it. It just come with too much bullshit. And I get it. Sometimes the drama is good for views and shit like that. It's a nice stimmy, bro. I'll be honest. It's a nice stimmy anytime you get in drama. Trust me, I think the last drama we got in, the Fredo shit in like fucking 2018, it's a stimmy in terms of views, but I want to preserve what we got here, bro.
All of that stuff that comes with streaming, creating content, YouTube, Facebook, etc., etc. At the end of the day, it may not even be worth it. I don't think we've seen the best version of Kai. And I know that that's hard to say because he's done some of the most record-breaking, outlandish, biggest dreams that anybody could ever dream of when they first go and get their camera or prop up their phone and get a mic and, create a YouTube account and upload a video. I think this next phase will be his best phase. It's not with bigger numbers. It's not with bigger celebrity collabs. It's not with longer streams. It's not with outrageousness. It's sustainability. It's longevity. It's passion. It's purpose. This isn't about to be some sort of decline that we see. This is going to be a transition into something that is more happy, more healthy, more fulfilling and purposeful. I think the best Kai that we've seen hasn't even been seen yet, but I'm here for the ride no matter what.
Look, man. My bad. Hey, Kai Cenat, man, like, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan of Kai Cenat, but I am a fan of him. I respect him, and I respect him a lot actually, and but he hit that age, 24, 25, 26. It's where men start to, that's where you go from a boy to a man. Or you say a boy type shit. And Kai, he changed into a man. W Kai.